Good afternoon and welcome. Today, this afternoon, we have with us Peter Critchley, who's the Managing Director of Beaver Group. Now, welcome, Peter. Beaver Group, very interesting. Longest standing Scala partner in the UK, probably in Europe, probably anywhere since 2001.
Certainly we're up there with the best of them. Yeah, I guess we've been doing this for about 15 years now with Scala as Beaver Group, but I left school and started working at Scala UK with Barry when he ran Scala UK, so I guess between us we've been involved with Scala for well over 25 years
now. For a long time, 25 years. And you're an award-winning agency / integrator. You do the whole thing. You do the content, installations, the programming, bespoke programming, the whole lot.
We do.
What have you got which is going on exciting at the moment that you can tell us about?
Well, we've been doing a lot of work with food retail, as you know from our work with Eat, and a lot of the retail clients that we work with at the moment are interested in window. So we're working with clients like Pizza Express, but also most recently Bella Italia, doing in-window digital signage, so promotion posters and day bright screens. And using those to drive day parts and other content messages, but also making them a lot more contextual. So as you know yourself, it's all about making the message relevant to people when they're walking past and when they're on their way to work, and turning it not into digital wallpaper, but something that actually has meaning to them. So all of the effort we've got going on at the moment is trying to develop that piece of content.
So would it be fair to say that retail and QSR specifically the biggest part of your business at the moment?
It's a massive part of what we do, yeah, and we've spent probably 6-7 years specialising in that, and we've developed a number of solutions now, one of which is a product called Menu Ninja, which allows us to really drill down into the specifics of what our clients are doing with their food retail, with their food products, with their wastage, with the analytics of what they sell, how they sell it, with linking to the tills. And it's about trying to create actual measurable return on investment, which we can demonstrate to the board and to allow rollouts to really develop.
So it's actually a lot more than signage these days, a lot more than signage.
Business intelligence, that's really where it's at now. And connecting the digital signage side of what we all know in this industry to the analytics and the business intelligence, as I said.
So you're capturing lots of data.
Yep.
Obviously, keeping that
from
data,
them
measuring
and
it.
From us.
Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, we've certainly seen you. I think you certainly have a unique style as well. If I go to any of those QSR places and I see something, the digital minerals, it looks like your work.
Right.
If that makes any sense. There's a feel for that sort of thing.
Our art director James would be delighted to hear that.
That's the key. Now you've been coming to ISE for quite some time. Is it a show that you get a lot out of at the beginning of the year?
I think it's a fascinating insight into where the industry is for the next 12 months. And you can see where the hardware manufacturers, so the screen manufacturers, are placing their product ranges and where they really see the focus for the industry. But also other interesting areas like outdoor LED, indoor LED have really developed, and it strikes me that this show's got a very strong LED footprint today.
Yes, today. It's one of the things we wrote about at the beginning of the week, and I think a few other people have done as well. The LED of the quality, we've got this one here now.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
1.5mm LED from NEC. The quality is unbelievably good. Yeah. It's going to kill a lot of video wall stuff, and there'll be a lot of replacements. We've got some interviews later on in the week with people like Electrosonic, really interested to figure out where they see some of this stuff going, because we're now in a generation where people are starting to replace early video wall stuff. You're probably the same. You've done video wall installations for corporate customers, corporate foyers. Yep. We're now getting to the stage where you're starting to replace them. Are you going to go with a video wall solution again, or are you going to go with an LED?
It all boils down to cost, and the cost model for LED like this is ever improving. NEC, I know, have worked really hard at driving the value model to work for people when they're replacing the video walls, and we're starting to see a lot more engagement with the corporate and the retail businesses that we're working with to integrate with LED, especially this kind of resolution. It really does stand up against the very best of video wall.
You've also done a lot with mobile, haven't you?
Yes, so working with proximity and app development. We've done a project recently with O2 with their Stores of the Future, which links interactive windows with Android tablets and a mobile app. We're using edge blended projection as well. So the thing is, it's all about making it seamless and making it link together to one experience for the customer, so that they feel like there's a purpose to what they're seeing from a digital perspective.
Good. Now, you've got, it's our first day of the show, you've got 3 days left if you stay to Friday. You don't need to answer that question. What will you do? How will you spend your time? How will you make the most of the next couple of days at ISE?
Well, I'm looking forward to the panel with your good self this afternoon. I think we're going to be talking to all the manufacturers of the end product, if you like, the screens, and establishing where they're positioning themselves for the next 12 months, 18 months. I'm really interested to see what other integration opportunities there are, and there's some really interesting kind of real-world physical manifestations of digital signage. There's a lovely kind of post that moves, an articulated sign. It's a nice integration idea. I think maybe not quite there yet, but it's great to see those kind of things. And Scala have got a really fascinating moving retail installation on their stand, which changes from a perfume to a mobile to just show how you can switch things around. And I think that kind of real-world 3D, 4D integration is going to be quite interesting.
Good. Well, Peter, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Adrian.